So I have to edit something, is that when you like to assign or attach an elastic network interface to an EC2 instance, you must prefer to stop it, then until you attach that elastic network interface, then try to start it again. So I think that is the issue why this EC2 instance didn't have a public IP address once we have detached from that ENI. So please, when you like to attach a new network interface to your EC2 instance, you must stop it at the first. Then once you attach that ENI, then start it again. So if we try now to come this ENI and try to delete it, yes, now it is deleted now. Now if I try to connect to this instance using PuTTY, so EC2 user, then go SSH, expand that, go authentication, and then check the key here, then open it. Click on yes. Right, I will clear that. Now if I try, for example, to ping on this EC2 instance, right, wait, but what if I try to ping on this EC2 instance? This one is not more. Yes, sorry. We type ping, and the private address. I try to ping, and not to ping my Ansible server. And why that? Because there is no tunnel, right, between my two regions. And to create that tunnel, we must edit the route tables for my subnets and add the peering connection, because I have to show my EC2 instance that to take or to go to another IP address that is not belong to that region of IP addresses that we have in our second account. So take or go through the peering connection tunnel. So to do that, let me come here and to the EC2 instances, and then to the VPC, and then edit the route tables. Go to the route tables, and then here in the public route table, I have edit that. So I will tell them any traffic that comes to this CIDR block IP address, go to the peering connection, and this is our peering that we have created earlier, and save the change. And the same thing for the private route table. We'll go here and then edit the route. Then I will tell them any traffic that goes to this IP address, go to the peering connection. Then choose this one and hit the change. Then the same here, we have to go to the root tables. But before that, let me connect first at Ansible to Ansible and try if I can ping to some instance that is in this IP address. So the first thing that I have to do is to connect to my Ansible server from the patient instance. For that, I need something. I need the key pairs to make an SSH connection to my Ansible. For that, there are two ways. Either you can use copy from your Windows or from your machine, then you paste it to the authorized keys in the server that you want to connect to it. Or you can check that PIM file key pair and copy its content and come back to the patient and create a file called keypair.pim and paste that content here. Yes, and something you have to modify here. If you don't modify it, you will find some issues. Here is the permissions, because everyone can read this file. So once you will use this file, it will give you an issue that this file is very open, so it is not secure. For that, you have to restrict permission only for the user. For that, we will use the command change mode, then 400, then the file, the key, and click on the tape button. What means this 400? I will show you here. So each file, right, has when you type or when you run this command, it has this permissions, and we have this permission, right? So for example, we take the example of this and that means that this part is for the user, but this dash is determined whether it is a file or directory or a link. So if it was a directory, instead of having that dash, we have D, and then if we have a link, we have L, and if we have file, it means that dash. Then here we have this one is for the permission of the user, the owner, and this is for the group of that user, and this permission of others user that is in the same, that the other user that is in the same, for example, in the same project. So to give permission to users, change permission to user, group, or others, we use the command chmod, change mode, right? And to change that, we can either use the chmod, then we use u for user, then add the permission that we want to add to this user have. For example, this user, the owner, we want him to have the execution permission or read permission or write permission.